am off to a bit of a late start today. I got up a little bit late because my husband's not feeling very well and kept me up all night because he was like coughing and sneezing. So I didn't get up as early as I wanted, but I've just gone to the chiropractor and now me and the puppy, hi Lady Boo, we are at the park and we're getting ready to go for a walk, and he is very, very excited and impatient about it. I ended up listening to The Witches by Roald Dahl. I picked that one because I think I'm gonna start reading The Drowning Deep by Mira Grant today. It's my longest book for the Spookathon, and so I want to start some shorter audiobooks so I feel like I'm getting some like progress done, because The Witches is only about like 4.5 hours, so it'll probably take me 3 hours to listen to it. So far I'm really loving it, and I'm excited to listen to it on our walk. I'm gonna find out I prefer my Halloween / spooky reads to be middle grade, because my like all-time favorite ones right now are middle grade, like Halloweens and spooky reads. So anyway, I'm gonna go for a walk and we're gonna like do some footage with that and get this guy to quit whining. Yeah, I'll update you guys about what we're doing for the rest of today. Happy Spookathon day 1. Hey guys, it's been a minute since I have updated. It is now 2 o'clock, so it's been several hours. We went for a walk earlier, which I listened to The Witches on audiobook by Roald Dahl, and I can't remember who the narrator is, but I'll look it up here soon. I'm loving it. I'm come to find out that, like I said in my earlier clip, I prefer middle grade books for like Halloween vibes, because I really enjoyed the Graveyard book. I am in the middle of The Gates by John Connolly right now, which I wasn't sure what to do with that because I already started it, so I didn't want to use it for the booktubeathon, but I don't really want to wait to listen to it because I'm really enjoying it, and I'd like to start the second one. And I've already read it before, so it's a reread. And let's see, I really loved Coraline by Neil Gaiman. Like, I'm forgetting one other like creepy middle grade book, but just like freaking loving them. Sorry, I'm like in my swimsuit because I live in Southern California and today it's like almost 80 degrees, and I am trying to get my tan back because I don't know if you've noticed that I've gotten super pale in my video, because we are going on a cruise in like 3 weeks. So after we got home from our walk, I like packed up some things that I have to take to the post office later, and then I made like a smoothie and I cleaned my office and I edited a video, and I then went to lay out to read Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant / Shannon McGuire, and to get some sunshine so that I can work on my tan before we go, because the Caribbean is a lot warmer than it is here, and I'm gonna get really sunburned if we don't get tan before we go on vacation. But anyway, I am loving this. It's so good. Mermaid book, super creepy. This is the one that my subscribers seemed the most interested in me reading. So despite the fact that it's like 460 pages, I started it first. But thankfully, the way that it's written and the spacing is not quite as bad as other adult books I've read, because I'm pretty sure it's adult. I really love it. Our lead character works on a whale watching ship, which is just like one of my secret dreams, and mysterious things are happening with a company that creates like mockumentaries about mythical creatures, and it's really good. I think I'm like 45 pages into it, which is not bad. I just made some lunch and I'm gonna go and lay out, get a little bit more sun and read a little bit more, and then I've got to decide if I'm gonna go mail some books that I have to mail, or I am going to clean or do something. Update you, I've got like 2 hours left on The Witches, and I have a bajillion pages left of Into the Drowning Deep, but I'm really digging it. And I am excited to be reading Mermaid book. I think I might make this a thing. I think I might read spooky mermaid books around this time of the year. So I might save some of my mermaid marathon books that are on the darker, like super dark and creepy side for Halloween and Spookathon and all that, because it's real creepy. Okay, bye. It's now 3:30. I did some more reading on the hammock and I got a little bit of sun and it was really nice and really relaxing, and I am so into the Drowning Deep, which is awesome because it's Into the Drowning Deep. I'm loving it so much. I could see how some people might not like it. They're like marine biologists that study mermaids even though people don't think they're real, and they're about to go on a voyage to try and find some, and it is all like eerie and creepy and mysterious and so good. It's reminding me, I don't know if you guys have seen the like mermaid mockumentary from, I don't know if it's the Discovery Channel or like, I don't know, one of those kinds of nature channels did like a mockumentary called like Mermaids, the Myth and Lore. It's reminding me of like the back parts of that. I don't know. This is like so up my alley. I'm just, I want to just read it and I have to do things. So I'm 100 pages in, which is totally awesome, but I got some book mail that I want to show you guys, which is good timing, and I need to go mail some books for people that I'm trading with, and I've sold a couple things, and then I need to get some stuff for dinner and finish like working on my video because it's going to be up late today. And yeah, I'll listen to my audiobook. Oh, I'm listening to some more of The Witches. I think I have like 2 hours left. I really like it, but Roald Dahl does this like in all of his books where somebody in his books has like a weird way of talking, like in the BFG. He just doesn't have very good English, and it's like very endearing. And then he's got witches in this that can't like use their W's or something. But the narrator, like if you're not paying close attention, I can't understand what she's saying. So it's like creepy and scary, but the accent's so thick that like I don't know, I can't understand it. So I'm enjoying it like a little bit less just for that. But I think we're almost done with like the head witch talking. So anyway, I got some book mail from some people. This one is from one of my subscribers, which is awesome. So we're doing a trade. I'm super backed up on mailing things, so I'm mailing hers out today, but she traded me The Tale of Emily Winsnap, which is so exciting, for, I think I'm giving her Dark Matter. Her name's Alex Black, and I'll link her channel down below. But I listened to this summer and I totally loved it, and now I'm like even more in the mermaid mood because of this book. And it's hard for me to find the hardbacks of these, and they're just so beautiful, and she had one and didn't want it anymore, so she traded with me. And then I have a box from one of my other friends, Jennifer, who I trade with and sell things to all the time, like probably every 4 to 6 weeks we trade and sell things. There's 2 books in here. I'm gonna cut myself. Oh, I don't want to rip my box. She sent me a copy of Silence because I sold my complete collection of this, and then I do that sometimes. Like I'll sell them if I get a complete set and then just start collecting them again because it's easy for me to find these. So this is the last book in the Hush Hush series that is forever on my TBR. And then, hooray, she traded me the Frozen Tides, which is the 4th book in Fallen Kingdoms. Now I have books 1, 4, and 5, so I only need books 2 and 3, I think. And then like the novellas. And I already had this one in paperback, but I prefer hardback, so I'm really excited about it. All right, so now time to mail some books of my own, listen to more of my audiobook, and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Quick check-in. It's now 6:43. I've done some errands and cleaning and made dinner, and I forgot to mention that Alex also put this awesome little metal bookmark in. Say hi, Jeff.
What you doing?
Spookathon! And this says fly away with a good book, and it has a little charm on it, and you can like interchange the charm, which is really cute, so thank you for that. I finished The Witches on audiobook. It's your typical Roald Dahl book. I really enjoyed it. I didn't like the part with the witches as much as I liked the part with the little boy and his grandmother. I just loved that part so much. It's so charming and endearing. So I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars, but I'm not sure. Good audiobook overall. Still at 100 pages into the Drowning Deep. We are getting ready to watch some football. Are we doing the condensed version?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're watching.
Football's so long.
It's so long. So long. And Jeff's being nice since it's Spookathon, and I was like, I don't really want to read while we watch football. Maybe I can listen to an audiobook while we watch football.
This is a really good game.
But our team is the Kansas City Chiefs because that's where we're from, and they're doing awesome this year, so it's been really exciting. and it's only going to be 45 minutes because we have like the NFL Game Pass, so it's condensed, and then I'll be able to read and listen to audiobook and stuff like that. So I made chicken taco soup for dinner. I didn't film any of this, so this is a boring vlog of just me talking to you guys. Hopefully the rest of the week will be like slightly more entertaining. I finished one book today though. I'm not going to count the witches page count. I'm not going to count the audiobook page numbers, so I'm only at 100 pages for today, but I'm okay with that. So because I'll get at least, I don't know, hopefully that much more before the end of the night, but we'll see. Morning. It is day 2 of Spookathon. I wanted to wait to update you until I had read more, and I didn't until I went to sleep, and so I didn't want to like get up after I was done reading and then update you guys. Last night was so weird. We had like no sleep again because Jeff wasn't feeling good, and then right when he was falling asleep, doorbell rang, and one of our like weird neighbors was like ringing it, so we had to ignore it. It was a whole thing. And so then that kind of freaked me out a little bit because I am scared of Into the Drowning Deep. It's so creepy and scary, and like it's not like gory, it's just like intense. It's really, really intense. It's kind of reminding me of the movie The Abyss, which is really old. And if you guys haven't seen that, you should watch it. They go like in submarines and stuff in the water to find aliens like in the water, and it's really scary and creepy. We're like on this ship in the ocean, and they're like looking for mermaids, and oh, but it's like so intense and creepy. And I think part of it's because I was reading it like, I can't get comfy. I was reading it so late, and then I was also using my book light that I really like. I'll show you guys sometime. It goes around your neck and it points down with like LED, and it's really bright. And just with the room being so dark and like all the brightness on the book and then the doorbell ringing, I don't know, it was like super creepy last night. So anyway, I'm really enjoying it. I'm 200 pages in. It gave me like just a tiny bit of anxiety because of how intense it was. Really intense books are not good to read before bed because then I can't go to sleep. Finish it today though, because I'm like on 180 something, 990 pages, and there's like 240 left, and so I have to work today most of the day, so I don't think I'm gonna finish it today, unfortunately, just because of the type of book that it is. But that's why I wanted to start it first. I knew it wasn't gonna be one that I was gonna be able to fly through. So I'm trying to decide. I am going to listen to some of the group book, which is, I didn't mention in the TBR video, which is Toil and Trouble, 15 Tales of like Women in Witchcraft. So I'm gonna listen to a little bit of that on audio, and then I'm trying to decide which audiobook I want to start. I'm torn between a few. I've got like a bunch on hold. Ledge is here now. And then part of me wants to listen to Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion because as my reread for the month. The only reason I'm not for sure wanting to do that is because the narrator doesn't seem like he's that great. I think he's gonna be okay, but I don't know if it's gonna be one that I'm gonna like fly through. To update you guys on what I decide, but right now I am freezing. This is ridiculous for Southern California because my house is 62 degrees because last night it got down to like 48, which is insane because the daytime temperature is like 80. And my house just doesn't have very good insulation. So when it's hot, it gets super hot. When it's cold, it gets super cold. But I left like all the windows open and the fans on because when it gets to be like 80 degrees outside, my house gets to be like 84. So I know today is going to be like 80 something. So I wanted to get it as cold as possible so that it would take longer to heat the house up. And I succeeded. So I normally never wear like hoodies and sweatpants, especially in October. So I'm getting used to everything and I'm freezing. It's 62 degrees. Ugh. But I have a lot of work to do today. I may put some clips in of that. I'm getting ready to make some tea. I'm gonna watch Books and Lala's Spookathon vlog video for day 1 and then work and listen to some audiobooks, and then I probably won't read until tonight. Bye. Late check-in. It is now 3 o'clock. I've done a little over half of my work for today. I'm gonna do at least a couple more hours. I had some issues. I don't know what it is about these readathons, but like it's like the pressure of like that I may put on myself to read books is making me not want to. I don't know what it is. I needed to plan out my audiobook situation better before I started the readathon, because I really wasn't aware of like what I was going to be listening to, and I'm probably going to be doing audiobooks like more often than not. I listened to 2 stories from Toil and Trouble, the group read for Spookathon, and I really enjoyed, or actually I'm halfway through the second one, so I really enjoyed the first one. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of anthologies because I think they're like kind of pointless, because I want more from the story. Like, I liked the idea and the characters and what was happening, but I wanted to like know more things. And the second one's like really intense, so we'll see how that goes. So then I didn't know what to do, so I wound up listening to Warm Bodies, and I do like the narrator. It is like more of a slower narration, but it kind of works for the type of book that it is. So if you're not familiar, Warm Bodies is a zombie love story, but it's really well done. Like, it's silly and unrealistic, but it's really well done and poetic, and I like Isaac Marien's writing style. I've read it before, I've watched the movie a couple times. I really like it, so I'm enjoying it on audiobook because of that. Almost 2 hours into it, and it's like a 7 or 8 hour audiobook, so there's a small chance I can finish it today, but probably not. I forgot my husband isn't home tonight, so I'm either gonna have my sister come over, or I'm just gonna stay home and like clean and read. I'm not really sure. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys this morning, which was really cool. So yeah, today I officially hit 100 subscribers, which is really exciting for me. Like, that's like really small in the booktube world, obviously, but that's like super exciting. Something that I've been wanting for, you know, a while. I've been almost on booktube for 2 years. This year I've been the most consistent though, so I've gotten the most subscribers, so thank you guys for that. That's so awesome. And then I don't know what happened, so I posted like, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos ago, I posted my 400 TBR book video where I go through like all my 400 TBR books, and I pick ones that I want to unhaul or donate or whatever, and I just put like 400 TBR books, time for an unhaul. And I almost didn't post it because I really thought it was like a boring vlog, but it is officially the biggest book video on my channel, and it's like probably by the end of today gonna be the biggest video on my channel. When I very first started YouTube, I did a small room laundry organization that's like 3 or 4 years old, so that one has like 290 views or something. So that one's my biggest video right now, but the second biggest one is this like 400 TBR video. Let's see what it is now. It's basically like trending on my channel because I usually get like around 20 or 30 views, and then it kind of stays there for a long time. Sometimes I stay at like 15 views, so it's not like a lot is happening. So it's kind of strange that this video is so popular. So let's see. Yeah, I'm at 244 views for that video. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I'd done a better job because I really thought it was like boring and it didn't even unhaul that much. I don't know if people thought I was unhauling all of those books or what, but if that's the stuff that you guys like, let me know, because I was really excited and I got a lot of subscribers from that video too, which is cool. So that was really, really exciting. I just was not expecting it. I was really not even expecting anyone to watch it because I thought it was boring personally. So I do want to do a like TBR bookshelf tour sometime pretty soon, and then a favorites bookshelf tour, but I'm just trying to get things like really organized so that they look nice and decide like how many books I want to do, because I'm constantly like shuffling books in and out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That was really exciting and very inspiring for my booktube life. So anyway, I'm going to finish working and listening to Warm Bodies some more, and then pretty soon I will be able to read. So yeah, sorry there's not a lot of other clips. I'm just like home all day today, so not much is going on. Say hi! We're at the park now that I'm finished working. I had a not so fun experience at the bank just now, but that's okay. What are you doing? He really likes going to the park. Anyway, we're gonna go for a quick walk. I'm gonna listen to some more of my audiobook and then figure out what I'm doing the rest of tonight. Okay, so I ate dinner, I listened to some more of Warm Bodies, and then I took a bath, and now I'm in bed reading Into the Drowning Deep, and I'm so scared. My husband's not home today because he's got a class, and I don't know if I like mermaids anymore, you guys. Oh my gosh. This one is super creepy. Like, it's almost giving me anxiety, which is not good, so I need to like relax. Like, I'm really shocked about how much it's scaring me. I'm really enjoying it still though. Like, I recently read The Diviners and it kind of scared and creeped me, but I didn't like it. Like, it bothered me. The atmosphere of this one being on a ship and the way that it's being told and the things that it's reminding me of is just, it's really scary. My heart is like racing right now. So people are dying and things are happening. So hopefully that's not a spoiler, but I think that's just kind of how this book is told. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't read a lot of thrillers, so I'm not sure if I'm like the best person to go to advice about it, but it is taking me a long time to get through it, so hopefully I can get through another big chunk of it before the evening ends. So we'll okay, I made it to 300 pages. It's 10:30. Jeff is almost home from class finally, so I'm probably gonna stop here soon, but I'm so into this book. It's so strange. I've never read an adult thriller before, or I'm not even sure that I read a thriller, so I don't know if it's that, but the writing style and the way things are happening are so different than what I'm used to, and I'm not sure like how to recommend this to people. Like, we got a dolphin's perspective for a couple pages, but it like totally worked, which was interesting. I now don't want to go on my cruise that I have planned in a couple weeks because I'm scared. This is definitely a freezer book. If you guys haven't watched like my top 5 freezer books, you need to go and check that out because this is so scary. I'm such a big baby, but this is scaring me so much. But I'm really liking it and I'm really into it. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't really know like what the game plan is for the end of the book. So yeah, definitely not gonna finish it tonight, but I should finish it tomorrow, which sucks. I wanted to finish it today, but I think I'm doing really good since it's like a huge book and it's adult, and yeah. So I'm at 125 pages for today and then half of an audiobook, so I'm doing pretty good overall. I'm at 300 pages so far for Spookathon, and then 1.5 audiobook. I don't think I'm gonna check in anymore tonight. I might, I don't know. Just me being a big chicken, scared of my book. Oh, now I've read every kind of mermaid book. Bye. Say goodnight, Jeff.
Good night.
You look drunk.
Just tired.
Say goodnight, Wedge. Good morning. Oh my gosh, it is 60 degrees today in the house. I'm so cold. I'm like back in my like long pants again. I went to bed at like 11:30 last night. I think I have like 90 pages left into the Drowning Deep. So I'm gonna read, it's like 8 o'clock. I'm gonna read a little bit before I have to work. I'm gonna make some like hot tea really quickly, and then I'm gonna read and watch Books and Lois Spookathon video, and then work. And then tonight we're gonna go on a boat ride, I think. My husband's boss has a boat or is renting a boat or something, and we're gonna ride from one harbor to the next and go have dinner, which is gonna be really fun. I'm really excited. It'll give me some good content for you guys, hopefully, but unfortunately won't let me read very much. But that's really exciting. I love this time of year because we do more fun things than normal. I'll update you guys when I finish Into the Drowning Deep and trying to stay warm. Ah! stuff is going down. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I am freaking out. It's taking me forever to read this book. I'm on page 370, so I still have like 60 pages left. Oh, I really don't want to stop, but I have to start working, because especially if we're going tonight. And we're going on a boat tonight, and that just occurred to me. We're going on a boat at night, probably around the time that I'm going to finish this book. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's so scary. Oh, it's so scary. But look at me. You're going to be proud of me. This is the first book that I've ever like marked up. There are like 2 stickers in here because I liked what it said. So this is a quote that I like. It said, "That was how you found things at sea. Be delicious. That was all you ever had to do." Oh. These are not your typical mermaids. So if you're looking for like dark sirens that are super, super human-like, then no. This is like creepy monster zombie mermaids, and it's so scary. I feel like everybody's gonna die. That's just my feeling. I'm trying really hard not to spoil anybody. I'm sorry this is turning into the Drowning Deep vlog. Hopefully I can start another book tonight, and I'm gonna try and finish Warm Bodies today. This is so scary. I actually had to take breaks away from it last night. I don't know. That's all I have to say. So I'm gonna go and get to work. Hey guys, it is 3 o'clock, so I have done most of my work for today, hopefully all of my work, and I went for a walk and I read a little bit more of Into the Drowning Deep, and I wasn't able to finish it. It's just taking me longer to get through the pages because it's an adult book. Just the pages are longer and more wordy. But oh, holy crap, it was really hard for me to put it down, but I had to get back to work. I am done now, and I got ready to go on our boat ride. I finished Warm Bodies on audiobook, and it was great. I just have such vivid memories of this story, and I've only read it once, and I did watch the movie, but my memories are really, really vivid for only having read it once, and I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I physically read it, and I don't think I've ever listened to this audiobook, but I really love it. It's like a zombie Romeo and Juliet retelling, and it's really great. It's very romantic and whimsical, and it is definitely a slower book and a slower audiobook. It's not like zombie attacks. It's very like romance heavy, but I just personally, it's one I just really enjoy, and I find it really unique, and I think the movie's pretty good too, which I'm going to rewatch this fall. But I'm not sure what I'm going to start next on audiobook. I might start something new, and I'm going to finish Into the Drowning Deep, and then we're going to go on our boat ride. So I'll just put little clips of the rest of the day in here for you, and I will check back in. Bye.
Few of those bases linked on the ground. So
Good morning. Sorry I didn't film last night. We didn't get home until like midnight. We were doing a lot of things. Just so tired. I got up at 6 today, and I had to take my husband to work because we drove home together, and it was the whole thing. So I am walking the pup right now in this beautiful place near my husband's work. I finished Into the Drowning Deep, but I'll talk about that later. And then I'm going to go to the chiropractor. Bugs. And then I'm going to the farmer's market, which has some books for sale too, so hopefully I can find something there. So I'll do some clips of that, and then I'll check back in and let you guys know what I thought of Into the Drowning Deep. Bye! Sorry I haven't updated in a little bit. It's almost 12 o'clock, and so I did all of my errands. I went to drop my husband off to work, and I went to the chiropractor, and I went to the farmer's market and the book sale at the farmer's market that you saw. And I'm so excited that I got these. I bought 3 books at the farmer's market. So I got This Mortal Coil by Emily Suvada. I think this is an adult dystopian, like genetic type novel that's really popular. I got Vengeance Road by Erin Bowman. This is Western fantasy. I don't know, but the cover is like amazing. And then the one I'm really excited about is The Gilded Cage by Vic James. I don't like this cover like quite as much. It's like English aristocrats and magic. It's giving me like kind of darker shade of magic vibes. I might not keep This Mortal Coil. It might be one that I trade for like something else because it's a popular book, so I can probably trade it. But really excited for those because I got them for $5 for the 3 books, so yay. Anyway, last night was amazing, as I'm sure you saw from the clips. I can't believe I got that clip of the dolphin going over the sunset. Like, there were so many more dolphins that we saw. I just wasn't like quick enough with my camera. But it was so much fun. But we were out until we were on the water until almost 11, and then it took us like 40 minutes to get home, so we didn't go to bed till midnight. And then because I rode with my husband there, I had to take him to work this morning, so we both had to get up at 6. So we're real tired. I have to work for a couple hours, but I can pretty much relax today, and he's got to work all day and he has not been feeling good, so hopefully he'll be all right. Anyway, it was so much fun. I've never been on, it wasn't a small boat, but compared to like a whale watching boat, I haven't been one on like a private boat that size out in the open ocean, and it was awesome. And I was only scared a little bit because of my boat, because riding back like at night there's like no other boats on the water, so that was kind of creepy. But we had so much fun. It was so good, and my food was really good. It was so delicious. I got some poke and some like the best clam chowder I've ever had. It was amazing. Anyway, so because we did all that and because we were out so late, I didn't get to finish Into the Drowning Deep until I came home and went to sleep, which was just so annoying because I had 15 pages left, and we had like friends from out of town, so I was like chatting with them on the car ride, and so I just wasn't able to finish it, which is really frustrating. I still finished 3 books in 3 days because I finished Warm Bodies, Into the Drowning Deep, and The Witches by Roald Dahl. So technically, if I can finish something today, and then I'm going to start Cadaver and Queen. This is 300 pages. I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe finish 2 books with the 4 days that I have left, because it's Thursday, just because the weekends are busier and I'm not home as much. So I'm gonna pick some shorter books. Hopefully I can finish this in 2 days. I really doubt that I can finish it in 1, just because of how the day is and I have to work and do stuff and everything. Audiobook wise, I'm listening to Toil and Trouble still. I just finished the 3rd story and I'm halfway through the 1st story. I'm not loving it. The narrator's decent, and maybe I'm just not liking anthologies in general or anthologies on audiobook, because you're switching. There's 15 different stories, and so the narrator's voices are pretty much the same for like all her protagonists, so it's really easy to get mixed up. And like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't have enough time to get attached to the characters. There's only been one that I felt had like a good arc for the length that it was, so I'll probably finish it, but I'm not super into it. Oh, I didn't talk about Into the Drowning Deep. Okay, I don't have it with me because it's in the other room. So I did finish it last night. I really enjoyed it as a whole, especially for how scary it was, and especially since scary books are not my thing. I really liked it. But the ending for me, like, I really liked it and it was good and it wasn't unexpected or crazy or anything like that, but it was like lacking just a little bit. But I think that's because it's going to be a series, because I'm pretty sure it came out this last year, and I'm pretty sure the next book's gonna come out next year. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, just like science fiction mermaids. I'll talk more about it in my wrap up, but I really did enjoy it. I'm probably gonna give it 4 stars, maybe 4.5, just because of the experience of reading it. It did drain me a little bit because it was so scary and because it was so long and I was reading it so fast. So I'm not like as motivated as I was, but I always do that. I pick terrible books for Spookathon. But yeah, I'm excited for this one because I think it's gonna be a lot more lighthearted, hopefully, and easy to get through. It's also YA, so it'll be good. That's about it. Okay, I'll check back in. Bye. Hello.
Hello.
Jeff says hi. It has been a minute. Today has been completely worthless. Jeff and I have been zombies, except that he was at work. I went and laid out while reading Cadaver and Queen and fell asleep. Not because the book was boring, but just because I've only got like 5.5 hours because of what we did last night. I'm really enjoying it. It's a Frankenstein reimagining? I don't know, because it's set like in Frankenstein's time. They've learned how to reanimate dead bodies, which makes sense, and they're like trying to use them as like, I don't know, like almost like you would a robot. Like they reanimate them and then use them for things. But Victor is a reanimated body, which is called a biomechanic, and then there's this girl named Lizzie, which would be Elizabeth, and she is with Frankenstein's brother and Victor's brother, and then this other kid, and they're like in medical school. So it's very, very interesting. It's not very spooky at all, but there's a lot happening, and I'm like 120 pages into it. And then I started the Graveyard book on audio because I found the full cast recording on Hoopla, and I've never listened to a full cast before, and it's really good. Hi, Jeff.
Hello.
It's really, really good. The 2 ghosts, the 2 ghosts that adopt Nobody Owens, if you guys aren't familiar, it's like a Jungle Book retelling about like ghosts taking care of a baby. It's really, really good. The 2 ghosts that adopt the baby sound like Mrs. Potts and like, I don't know, they sound like Beauty and the Beast characters. I don't know if it's like the same actor voices or what, but it's so good. I'm loving it like way more than I did reading it even. I'm really kind of bummed though because the other audiobook is Neil Gaiman telling it, so maybe I will like listen to that one next year. But it's a full cast and it's excellent. Like it's really capturing my attention, which I haven't been like as into the audiobooks I've been listening to, but I really like rereading some of my spooky reads from last year via audiobook. So anyway, I don't know if I'll finish that this week or not, but hopefully I'll read some more tonight. It's 7 o'clock. We haven't eaten dinner yet. We're not feeling good. We might watch a movie. I don't know. We're just gonna like chill and then catch up after yesterday. So bye.
There's a snake in my boot.
Dinner. Yay. What are you doing? Say hi.
I'm not sad, I'm tired.
Say hi.
Hello.
Say hi, Mitch.
Wave.
Wave.
Wave. Let's sit. Sit. Wave. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good.
Chicken, cucumbers, and dip. Yum. Good morning. 9:30 right now. I got up at like 7:30. Sorry I didn't check in last night. I really didn't read until I went to sleep, and I only read like 40 more pages. So I'm halfway through Cadaver and Queen, and I hope to finish it today. I'm enjoying it, but coming off that really intense read from Into the Drowning Deep, it's good to not read something intense, but it's kind of making this book not capture my attention as much, or it might just be that I'm like a little bit burnt out. But hopefully I can finish it today. I have some work to do, and then I'm gonna get some more sunshine, and then I think we have a dinner tonight, but I'm not really sure. I'm gonna listen to the Graveyard book on audiobook some more because I'm loving it. It's so good. It's like making me excited to listen to it, which hasn't been the case as much with the other audiobooks that I've been listening to. Anyway, yeah, I don't want this vlog to be like super long, so I'll check back in. Bye. Random update. Part of my work is I make a lot of cultured foods, so like probiotic foods that are really healthy for you, and I make kombucha, and I just wanted to show you guys my skull. It might scare some of you because if you're not familiar with kombucha, it looks really funky by how it's made, but for those of you that are familiar, this is my Halloween kombucha pot. He's like 2 gallons, and then he's little Scoby up here looks like a brain, and I love him to bits. I wanted to show you guys, so hopefully that doesn't freak you out too much, but kombucha's the bomb, just FYI. I finished it, yay! I went and laid out and I feel like I got some good sun today. I enjoyed this. It was a really quick read. It was good for a readathon because it was so fast. It wasn't like that spooky, but there was a lot to do with like dead people and cadavers and stuff, which was kind of different. It somewhat reminded me of A Madman's Daughter, like just because it's set like around the same time period and they were like working on cadavers. The lead girl in this was getting a lot of crap for being a girl that wants to be a doctor and just like reminiscent of that time period. So there's a lot of like derogatory comments towards women and things like that, just to kind of like represent the time. And then it's like about her kind of overcoming that as well. And there's like a bunch of characters from Frankenstein here. So you have like Victor and Justine and Elizabeth and Henry Clerval and all that stuff. So definitely not like a retelling because it's not following the main story, but all of those characters are in there, so it's kind of a reimagining. I enjoyed it. It's probably going to be a 3.5, maybe 4 star for me, and I will continue on with this series whenever her next one comes out. This one came out this year, so it probably won't come out till next year. I really like it. I'm just going to hold the dust jacket because I took it off in my books in the other room, but I'm probably only going to finish 1 more book, maybe 2 like via audiobook, just in case that happens because it's 3 o'clock on Friday. I started Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGinnis because this is the one that you guys seemed the most interested in finding out whether I enjoyed it or not. Again, historical fiction, kind of maybe paranormal, girl in an asylum. I read the first chapter. I really enjoyed it. It was very mysterious and captivating. I think it's going to be quite a bit more spooky than the last book that I read. So I'm going to try and get through this one today and tomorrow, and then depending on how soon I get done with it tomorrow, I will decide if I'm going to try and read 1 more book because I'm not going to be able to read my entire TBR. It's just sadly not going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to edit some of this vlog from the earlier days, and yeah, dinner got canceled for tonight, so we're probably just going to hang out and watch a movie. I'm going to go get some stuff for dinner, make some chili, and I'll check back in. Bye! Good morning! Okay, sorry I didn't update anymore yesterday. I just really didn't feel like reading more in the late afternoon and evenings. So we wound up watching New Girl and just cuddling and stuff like that. So let's see, I read about 40 pages of Madness So Discreet before bed last night. It took me like 30 pages to get into it and kind of understand what's happening. So historical thriller, and the main girl, it comes from a wealthy family and she winds up pregnant, so they send her to an insane asylum until the baby's born to hide their like secret and shame from her being pregnant. It's set, I don't know what area it's set in, but it's cool. And I kind of didn't understand the point of it, and it's kind of brutal, and there's definitely going to be like crime and murder later, which is not my favorite thing, but I am enjoying the writing style, which is good because I do remember liking Mindy's writing style from her other book. I just didn't like the actual content of the book. It was kind of weird. So anyway, so I read 40 pages. I got up this morning and I read like 20 or 30 pages. I feel like there's a small chance I might be able to finish it today because it's a very quick read. It's very capturing, and also just like the chapter headers and stuff are really big, so it's not quite as many pages as it seems. Anyway, today we are going to head to my parents to have lunch with some friends that are in town. So I'll do a little filming there, and then we are going to tour Stone Brewing Company, which is out here in Southern California. So it's just like a beer company, and we're gonna do a tour of the place where they make it. So that is gonna be really fun. This weekend is like the perfect time for Spookathon and the worst time for Spookathon because we are doing a lot more this weekend than we normally do. We normally have at least one day where we're like completely chilling, and I don't think that's gonna happen, which is great for you guys because the vlogging content is better and it's more entertaining to watch. It means that there's gonna be less time for reading for me. So hopefully this is still gonna be a good vlog. Tomorrow I think we're gonna do some fun things too, but anyway, I will do some clips of the things that we're doing and I'll check back in once I've read more. Bye!
Yeah. I was when we were on the boat. There was people like out in the middle of the ocean. Like ducks. Yeah.
Oh, serious?
Shark time. Yeah, they were out there like a...
This is neat. Did you walk here before? Yeah. It's like a jungle.
Like, they let people bring their stuff down.
This is cool. Ooh, I don't know if you can get in, Mom. Yeah. So weird. Smells good.
Because our seats. Because that's what you're all going to be friends after the first stop anyway, so.
You want to stop and take a picture?
Break it side.
We had fun. It was delicious. And the garden area and gift shop were really cool. But now we're really tired. Jeff's tired. He's asleep. I am, hang on, 180 pages into A Madness So Discreet. Did not finish it. But I'll probably read quite a bit before we go to bed. I'm really, really liking it. It is not what I thought it was going to be. It's kind of like almost Sherlock Holmes-esque. Like they're solving crimes and there's an asylum and it's really cool. So, really enjoying it because I really like this era. Similar to like Frankenstein and Dr. Moreau and all that stuff. But yeah, one more day left. I'm doing okay. If I finish just this book, I've read 1,000 pages for Spookathon, so that'll be my best readathon so far. And I don't think I'm going to read anything else tomorrow, but we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. Jeff's ready for bed. Okay, bye! You're the loudest person in the world.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I was trying to do it before you started.
Hey guys! Hi, Jeff.
Hello.
It is almost noon on Sunday, the last day of Spookathon. We are going to a pumpkin patch. We're going to a new one in our newer area that we've never been to before. And then, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'll take some film of that as well. I am, let's see, I am 200 pages through Madness So Discreet. So I have like 130 left. Really, really liking it a lot. Actually, it's surprising me how much I'm liking it. It says it's a thriller, but while I'm intrigued and interested, it's not like
Thrilling?
Yeah, it's not it's not thrilling. Like it's not, in the beginning kind of was, but it's not like super fast paced and like intense like Into the Drowning Deep was. So I'm not sure if thriller is an accurate term for this book, but it's really good. So we'll see what happens like towards the end of it. But I'm probably not going to start another book today because I have some books that I started before Spookathon that I need to finish. I don't think I'm going to listen to any more audiobooks. Kind of petered out a little bit. But I'll do a wrap up and let you guys know like how much I read and listened to and stuff. So much better than Booktubeathon, that's for sure. We're pumpkin patching and yeah, with Ledge and Jeff. And we'll see you soon.
What do I see, Ledge? Come here, Ledge. Say hi.
He's not interested.
He's tired. Bye. We just got back from the pumpkin patch, which was like kind of underwhelming. We haven't been to this one before, and it was like cool. I was wanting more of like pumpkins in a field, which I think I could have gotten to if we'd done the hayride, but the hayride was like $9 and we had the puppy and we didn't want to do that. So they just basically had a bunch of pumpkins to pick from. So we got two like really kind of fancy or big ones, and then I'm just gonna go get my cheap ones at like Target and Walmart and all that stuff. And then we got coffee at a new place, and I tried to stop at the library to get some more books, but they were closed. The bookstore was closed. So anyway, right now, I think I was trying to figure out, I need to start pre-filming because we're going on a cruise soon. I need to pre-film some videos for November, a lot of videos, and I need to start now. And I was like, but I don't want to lose my spooky shelves for my October videos. But this video is going up next week, so you're watching it now. And then I have this YA swap and trade video that's either already up or coming up next. And then I have to do my November TBR. I don't know. I'm not sure. I only need one more video. So I think I'm gonna film like one more October video. And then the only other problem is I like to have my spooky background still for my wrap up because I'm talking about spooky books. So I think I'm gonna film it on my like little white bookshelf that's over here and make it a little extra spooky and different, because I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna make it fall themed again or something. I don't know what I want to do for November because I did my fall theme for September and I don't want to do my Christmas until after Thanksgiving. So I don't know if I'm just going to be like kind of normal or what I'm going to do. So I'm not really going to film that because this vlog is already probably like over an hour, and I'm sorry. And if you're watching, thank you. But that's what I'm doing today. And I might listen to my audiobook. I'm definitely going to finish Madness So Discreet today, and I will talk about that a little bit. And then I'll do a wrap up tomorrow of the whole Spookathon experience. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It is like filming time. Hey guys, it is Wednesday. I did not get a chance to hop in here and update you guys yet and round up Spookathon. I didn't film anymore on Sunday because I didn't read until I went to bed, and I was like really thinking that I wasn't gonna finish my last book. But I went to sleep at like 10:45 and I normally start reading at 10. And I was like, I'll just read a little bit and then I'll finish it on Monday. And then it really was so good, and it wasn't that it was like crazy fast paced. I was just really enjoying it. So I read 100 pages and stayed up until midnight, which I haven't done in forever, and finished A Madness So Discreet. So that I'm gonna give you some stats now and see if I hit like all the goals and everything. So I hit most of the challenges, but not quite all. I did kind of peter out the last half of Spookathon. This was better than Booktubeathon, but I finished more physical reading, I think, for Booktubeathon. But overall, I really enjoyed myself, and it was such a good experience because Booktubeathon really stressed me out, but I was doing that to like myself. And this one actually did the opposite. It totally relaxed me. However, my video is going to be crazy close to an hour long. And if you guys didn't make it all the way to the end, I totally understand. But I had a great time. It relaxed me. It was super fun. I got in some good books, not as many as I wanted, but what else is new? Okay, so I physically read 3 books. So I read and completed Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. This one's about 430 pages. This was my thriller for the readathon. I will go into more detail about this in my October wrap-up, but thriller, mermaid, adult book, fabulous, scared the crap out of me as you saw. So glad that I read it this year. Then I read Cadaver and Queen by Allison Whitney. This one has purple on the cover and has cadaver, a spooky word, in the title. So I had 2 challenges there. It's 314 pages, so that puts me at 534 pages. I think I gave Into the Drowning Deep 4 stars. I gave this one 3.5. I'm still kind of deciding. I enjoyed it. It's a Frankenstein reimagining, so it was clever. It was a fun, quick read. Then I read Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGinnis. This one was a book not set in our time period, and it was 378 pages, so that is going to put me at 900 pages for Spookathon, so I didn't quite. This one is told about a girl who has a wealthy family and she winds up pregnant, and her family sends her to an insane asylum because this is the Victorian era and that they're really like wealthy and they are embarrassed, and so they're just send her away until she can, you know, have the baby and then come back home. And a lot of things happen. It's got a crime detective element, which I wasn't expecting and I wasn't thinking I was gonna like. I wound up absolutely loving it, so much so that I was sad when I finished it in the morning because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go read A Madness So Discreet, and I was like, oh no, I'm done and there's no more. I really like the characters. I'm so glad that I liked it because Mindy McGinnis's other book I read I did not enjoy at all. However, she is super good at writing characters. That's Mindy McGinnis's strength, and I really loved everybody in here. It wasn't crazy fast paced, but it did have that like crime aspect, and I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I really did. I love the Victorian era. I read on audiobook. I listened to The Witches by Roald Dahl. Quick, easy, whimsical, fun. I think I gave this one 3.5, 4 stars, something like that. Another Roald Dahl checked off the list. And then I reread Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. I'll go over the narrators for these in my audiobook wrap-up in a little bit more detail. This one is a zombie love story, and I'm not a big zombie person, but I love the story. It was so good on audiobook. I'm going to rewatch the movie soon. Really enjoyed my time, and it was great. I did not finish Toil and Trouble, the group read, because I wasn't enjoying it that much. And also, I don't know, I just kind of petered out on the audiobooks. And then I didn't finish the Graveyard Book, but I am continuing that for October, so that'll be in my October audiobook wrap-up. But yeah, the only challenge I didn't hit was a book with pictures because I didn't make it to my Spiderwick one, which is kind of silly because it was like 90 pages. But that's okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you stayed in here, say the word potato down below in the comments because then I'll know you watched the whole thing. Let me know if you guys did Spookathon, if you enjoyed yourself. I had a fabulous time. Post videos every Monday and Wednesday and sometimes on the weekends. Hit like if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time on the bright side. Bye!